and the lead is halved. Durant. Vieira trying to knock it away from him. Durant looking. Billups to reply. Off the back of the ring. That long rebound might come all the way out to Durant. No, Barbosa is the first to it. And he's going. Barbosa on his own through the defense is fouled. The referee down the... bodies flying down in the corner. Billups and Barbosa it was. I think they're both okay. They help each other to their feet. And Iguodala running in. And he slid into Billups. Billups tried to jump over him. They're both okay though. Second personal foul on Andre Iguodala. Derrick Rose is going to come back into the game. And it's going to be for Iguodala. He didn't have a long run. And unsurprisingly, with Barbosa sliding along the ground and running into Billups, there was a lot of perspiration to wipe up, which they've just done. Barbosa, well on track for his average so far in the tournament. 7.2 seconds to go here. He can make this a 1-point game. This to make him the joint leading scorer on his team with 13. He's missed it. It rattles out. Odom with the rebound. America have to go quickly here. They haven't got much time. Durant. Oh, it's stolen away. And thought for a second there that Barbosa was going to throw one from inside his half for the third quarter in a row, but it wasn't to be. 0.8 there is on the clock. I know it says 0 on your screen there, but there is 0.8 of a second. So it's a catch and shoot job here. Or a tip for Odom. Well, that was the idea. Just Odom didn't realise. Westbrook threw it. Odom hadn't gone to the basket. Well, what a ball game we have here. It's still very tight at the end of 3. USA just shading that quarter. And they lead 61 points to 59. Well, you see Anderson there. He's not playing. Imagine if he was playing. Because Brazil have played really, really well here against the Americans, despite being without one of their star players, and now having Huertas and Splitter on the bench in foul trouble. That's going to be the key down the stretch. At what point does coach put those two stars back into the game, and can they survive to the end? Barbosa has been at the center of a lot of good stuff for Brazil, and Splitter's played really well apart from his foul trouble. Durant does what Durant does, basically. I'd like to say I'm surprised, but 26 points in 3 quarters, just a normal game for him. Billups has been good too. Chauncey Billups has been really important for the Americans. 13 points, 3 assists. Run the ball well, that was one of those assists. And Barbosa with the triple there. And just thought for a second he could have grabbed that, he'd have thrown it the other way. And you never know, he had 2 sighters, he might have got the third one in. Packed house here in Istanbul. 10,000 plus come to see Team USA against Brazil. Kevin Durant is our game leader with 26 points. Just a slight delay because the in-house scoreboard momentarily said 61-0 to USA. Now it says 0-0. Maybe we should just start again. it's 61-59, but now they've taken all the points off the players. So you can see that's the commissioner on the left of the screen, William Mildenhall of Australia. And they're just going to try and sort the scoreboard problem out. So just a slight delay to the start of the fourth quarter as they try and fix the visual scoreboard. There's a big jumbotron in the middle and two visuals at either end, and all 6 of them have 0-0. So just a slight delay in proceedings. Apologies for that while they try and sort out the in-house scoreboard. You can see, there you go, 0-0. And they're just repopulating it, I think, starting with the fouls, which is going to take some time. But the points, I would imagine, will take even longer. And it doesn't help when you've got to keep looking up to make sure you've got it right. And unfortunately, we have an unwanted interruption to what has been, as the song's going in the background, a very, very good night. It's been a good day here in Istanbul. The truth is, we've had some epic shooting, that's for sure. The first game of the day, we thought that was going to take some beating when Slovenia beat Croatia 91-84. I mean, just outrageous three-point shooting from both teams. They were in the 50s each. Really good. Followed that up with Tunisia against Iran, two teams in their first World Championship. And Iran were able to outlast Tunisia 71-58. They looked comfortable for long swathes of the game, Iran, but Tunisia gave them a scare late on, got it back down to 4. And then here we are in the final game of the day, USA against Brazil. And our Lithuanian official there having some fun with the camera. It still says 0-0 on the main scoreboard, I'm afraid, but it's 61-59. And Brazil doing really well in the early stages of the game. They had a lead going into the second quarter of 28 points to 22. US came back a little bit in that second quarter. It was very tight, but Brazil managed to hang on. And it was 43-46 at the half. The third quarter belonged to the Americans without a shadow of a doubt, but Brazil survived a bit of a wobble and kept it to this 2-point lead. But their problem is foul trouble. They've got Thiago Splitter on 4 fouls, and they've got Marcelo Huertas also on foul trouble on 4 fouls, and that is going to be something they're going to have to deal with. And we seem to be having all sorts of problems with the scoreboard. It still, as you can see, says 0-0. Also says 9:58 on the clock. Not quite sure what's going on, but there's a bevy of people around the table trying to sort it out. The PA in the arena has got the wave going. We'll look back at some of the plays of the game. Chauncey Billups to the hole, bobbled a foul, went in. That was an unbelievably good pass from Barbosa. I don't know if you can tell in slow motion just how fast that went across the zone. It really was zipped. Baskat, our mascot for the 2010 FIBA World Championships. Omnipresent here in Istanbul, Baskat. All the posters. And the Brazilians posing for the cameras. And America have got up to 61, I'm pleased to announce, on the scoreboard. Just need to get Brazil up. And unfortunately, they have to put the scores in by the scorers. One of